are going to discuss about the next plotting lecture. So we have started earlier about the plots, how we have created the subfigures and subcaptions, and how we can also align all these subfigures, right? So we have covered so many things in this lecture. So today is the lecture 12. So if you have not seen my previous video, just go to my course website akasharya.in/courses, where you will get all these lecture code, PDFs and everything, right? Okay, you can watch my lectures on YouTube also. Subscribe my YouTube channel, Akash Arya IIT, where you will get all these previous lectures, all the mathematical, creating tables and coloring particular cells in a table, figure alignments in LaTeX, wrapping figure with the text, how we do it, all these things. So I have covered so many things earlier, and you can also follow my LinkedIn accounts, so you can get updates every time when I post something about my lecture, okay, of LaTeX. Okay, so today we will discuss about the this section, how we can compare many graphs in one plot, or we can write many functions in one plot, right? Okay, so many functions in one plot. So here we will have four plots, okay, four functions, and we will plot in one graph. Okay, so this is basically we can compare all these things, okay, easily in for research or for any particular lab report, or you are making any your journal research, any type of documents. Okay, so let's begin with the begin. So for this we will have to take TIGS picture. Okay, so it will not come, so we can write TIGS picture. Okay, so and then let's say and text picture, right? Okay, so in this text picture we will have to write our code. Okay, so now we can start with our with the axis. First we will draw our axis. So let's say draw, and so for taking this node we'll have to write this thing, and we'll have to also define the particular coordinates for the x-axis. So here we are taking the x-axis, then we will draw the y-axis. So for the x-axis, let's say we are taking minus 3.1 to 0, because this is a x-axis, so y will be 0, right? And then we will 3 plus 3.1 to 0 for y, right? So that will go to till minus 3.1 to 3.1, right? And where will be the node? So node direction we'll have to give, so it will be on right. Here we can see this is on right. Okay, now what is this axis basically? So this is our x-axis, right? X, or we can write x-axis, right? X-axis. Okay, so let's compile it. Oh, we forgot to take here the something like missing semicolon. Okay, so this creates the x-axis, right? Minus 3.1 to 3.1. Okay, now we come to for creating y-axis, we'll have to take x-axis 0. I mean x coordinate is 0. Let's say 2.1, or okay, and then but it will be minus 2.1, right? Minus 2.1 to plus 2.1, and that is y-axis. Okay, so let's say recompile it. So that creates the okay. Now let's say we'll have to do our width, size and everything around that. So that here after begin picture, text picture, we'll have to give our domain and scale, right? So let's say scale is our 2, and domain is what domain we are trying to take data. Okay, 3 columns 3 -3 to 3 है ना. Okay, so because we have taken -3.1 to 3.1, so we can take what domain is -3 to 3. Okay, now recompile it, then you will see some changes. Okay, so it will go into okay, right, come on. Okay, now let's we'll have to create our grid. Okay, so grid, we'll have to draw grid, and grid will be dotted, so we can write dotted, right, and it should be from -3.1 to -2.1, and grid, right, grid, and 3.1 to 2.1, right, so it will go till and then semicolon, right, so it will create the grid around x and y axis, right. Okay, cool. Now the next things, we'll have to draw our function. Okay, so for drawing function, write draw. Okay, so we'll have to give a specification, let's say very thick, and color, let's say blue for first function. This is our first function. Okay, now plot, here we'll have to give id, what type of function it is, basically let's say logistic. Okay, and let's say function is our sin x, because we have created here. Okay, and then function is sin x, and sin bracket x. Okay, that is sin x, and where will be our the label? So label should be on the right. Okay, right. Okay, node on the right node. Okay, right, equal to 0.15 centimeter, and then we'll have to give our function, right, label, what we are trying to give, like sin x. Okay, so f1 x equal to sin x. Okay, so sin x, now semicolon. Okay, so this will create our first function, that is sin x. Okay, cool, it is looking very nice. Now for the second function, we can give red color, right, so for the second function we can give red, and for the second, let's say we are taking tan hyperbolic, so hyper tan. Okay, function is tan hyperbolic x, and then it will go to tan hyperbolic. Okay, so tan hyperbolic, right, and this is our f2, right, so it creates the tan hyperbolic x. Okay, now next other function we are taking here, let's say f3x, and we can have like different color, we can take green. Okay, and this is, let's say function is our different function, that is 1 over square root x. Okay, so we'll have to give like algebraic 1 over sqrt x, right, so that is our third function, right. So we can paste it here, and that is our third function, and then we can recompile it. So third function will also come in the green color. Okay, okay, it creates green. Okay, no, sqrt plot green, we can see something we have done wrong. Algebraic id equal to algebraic function 1 upon sqrt x, not right. Okay, we have not given here something, right? Okay, now the next we can draw here another function. Okay, we have given here the G capital. Okay, that's why it is coming in the default color, that is black, right? So now it comes into the green. Now the next function, let's say another function, we will have to give like cos x. So for the cos x, we can directly take the sin x. Okay, okay, and then just change it cos x, right? So this is our basically f4, right? Okay, so this is our f4. Now we'll have to give our uh, like caption. So for the caption, we can write node. Okay, and we'll have to align this equal in the center. Okay, font, we can take font equal to BF series. Okay, font is basically BF series, and we can take Y shift equal to 2em and X shift equal to minus के 4.5em. Now let's check what will be the title. We'll have to create title at what? So we'll have to create some box type current bounding box dot north. Okay, so it will be on the above side. Okay, so let's close this box and comparing plots, right? So this, now we can just recompile and see what it changes. So I think something is missing, so we have not given the semicolon, sorry for that. Okay, so this will give our graph basically a plots. We are comparing our plots, right? So this is it, guys. So we have plotted all these different things here, all the plots in one graph, all the functions in one graph. Okay, so we can see here y shift equal to 2am, x equal to minus 4, current bounding box dot not comparing plots. Okay, so that creates our graph. So thank you for very much for joining this lecture, and hope this is helpful for you, and how we can plot all these things. We can also change this color, because let's say black. Okay, so okay, so thank you for joining again, and you can go to my course website for further notification, and also subscribe my YouTube channel so you get notification every time when I upload this video, and follow my LinkedIn account. And thank you very much. Thank you, guys.